We're back in New Zealand. I'm stoked to be back with the two things I missed the most. This pup and that right there. How's it going, team? I'm back in New Zealand. If you've watched some of our earlier videos, you might recall me mentioning Shard and I heading away backpacking around the world. We've done that. We made it 5 months before we ran out of money, so we're back now. Yeah, it was an epic trip. Saw some amazing places, met some awesome people, and did some crazy stuff as well. So I'm stoked to be back doing what I love with Maya. Good girl. I think she's missed it as well. She hasn't been out since I left, so yeah, we're stoked. Back in the Kawekas this trip. Got a pretty awesome one. We're doing a bit of a traverse across the eastern Kawekas, I guess you'd call it. We just did the brutal straight up the guts climb to Middle Hill Hut, which will stay tonight, and then we'll carry on to Ballard Hut for another 2 nights, and then we'll carry on again to Backridge Hut, and then from there we're going to drop back into the Makahu Saddle car park where Charlotte's going to pick me up, and then we'll drive back around, pick up the ute, and we'll spend Labour weekend camping at the hot springs. So yeah, should be a pretty awesome 8 days or so in the hills. Yeah, hopefully we can see some animals and get some action. There you go. Well done, pup. Alright. You right there? Alright, we've made it to Middle Hill Hut. It's about 7 o'clock. And if you can tell, it's blowing its ass off out there. So I think we're just going to stay at the hut tonight. We'll keep an eye on this face up here and see if something comes out. It's happened before, so you never know. But yeah, we're just going to hang around at the hut since it's so windy and pretty late. And then yeah, we'll head to Ballard Hut tomorrow. Weather's a bit touch and go. It looks like kind of on-off rain all week. But I was that desperate to come. I am sort of running a optimistic attitude and just hoping it's more off then on rain. But yeah, we'll see how we go. Hopefully this wind buggers off. But yeah, should be good. Thought that was a deer for a minute, but as usual it's just a pile of rocks. Might go collect some firewood and light the fire tonight. Might be quite nice on a cold windy night. Here's a little trick. When you want like a quick easy fire, just a fire starter is just a piece of rubber, because you can have it in your bag and it doesn't stink like methylated spirits like a firelighter does. You just light it, and that'll just burn for ages. And then the other good thing is rubber burns black smoke, so if you wanted to signal, you can make black smoke. Just stick that in there. And that rubber will just burn for ages, just like a fire starter. But it doesn't stink out your bag. The other good thing about the rubber fire starter is you can like slice it into like shavings, like rubber shavings, and then you can like build it into your fire. So if you're trying to get a fire going and it's all wet, it's quite good. You can like have a piece of rubber at the bottom, and then you build your fire and you put little slithers of rubber in your fire, and it sort of, as the flames lick up through your fire, they'll get the rubber, and then it's like it just keeps it burning. Quite good in an emergency. But anyway, that's my 2 cents on fire starting. Morning team. I don't know if the GoPro will pick it up, but it's still pretty windy outside. It's about 6 o'clock, so it's only just getting light. So we're just gonna have a bit of a cruisy start, have a coffee, and then pack up all of our gear again and head to Ballard Hut. We should get away quite early, so hopefully we'll break out onto the tops sort of mid to early morning. And yeah, hopefully there's some sheltered spots that we can glass and look for a deer, but yeah, we'll just have to play it by ear, I suppose. Neck up. Good girl. Since we're doing a bit of a boring travel day, I thought I'd tell you guys about some of the major highlights of our overseas trip. There's 2 that stand out as like the highlight, and that's swimming with whale sharks in Mexico and running of the bulls in Spain. The first one we did was swimming with the whale sharks, which was just a crazy experience, just like experience of a lifetime. Beautiful animals, just look amazing under the water. They've got that like dark blue skin, then they've got the lighter blue like dots on them, and under the water they're like electric blue. They kind of light up almost, and because they're so close to the surface, they get that the sunlight sort of reflecting the surface onto their skin, like on the bottom of a swimming pool. So yeah, under the water they're like this electric blue color, and then they've got the sunlight like shimmering over them. Man, they're just beautiful under the water, and they're so big and you're so close to them that you can't see the whole shark. Obviously it's never guaranteed because they're a wild animal out in the ocean, so we were just so lucky to see them. So yeah, just epic. But anyway, better get up this bloody hill. Oh well, we've just broken out onto the tops, which is quite a relief. I definitely underestimated that climb up. As you can see, the wind hasn't buttoned off at all. So we better go find a sheltered spot for lunch, and hopefully if we're sheltered the deer will be in there too, so we shall see. Mara and I have just tucked away out of the wind here, just having a bit of smoko. I think the plan is to get off this top ASAP. The wind's just humming across the top of there. We've just been like sidling around trying to keep out of it, but yeah, I think the track's just behind me and then straight down anyway, so that should get us out of it hopefully. But yeah, just having a bit of smoko. I've definitely stepped up my snack game this trip. Got some cheese and crackers, courtesy of Meat Masters Caddy Caddy. We got bear sticks, jerky stick things, jerky. I ate a bag of these yesterday. It was so good. It's time for us to bail. Massive gust just came, knocked the camera, like blew the camera off that rock into the dirt. Gun fell over. Far out. Just chaos up here. So yeah, it's time to get out of this wind properly because that sucked. Cool little hut. Small. Pretty cool though. Oh well, we've made it. Pretty cool hut. Pretty cool spot too. We'll go out here and have a bit of a look. It's just about 12 o'clock, so perfect timing for lunch. And I think we'll just have lunch and chill out for a little while and then see what this wind's doing, and then yeah, try go for a hunt this afternoon. But yeah, it's pretty hard to keep out of that wind. Anyway, this is the view. So yeah, plenty of country to look at from the hut. So yeah, see how we go. Alright, we're just going to put a round through this gun just to make sure it's all good. As I said before, it's moved houses since I've been away and haven't shot it for 6 months or so, and it did fall over just before up the top when it got blown over by the wind. So yeah, it'd be nice to just give it a quick check. Yeah, we're just going to shoot this white rock, 185 meters, so should be a tiny bit high if anything. But yeah, see how we go. Oh well, I think it looks pretty good. Watch it on the camera and then we'll be able to see, but I've had quite a bit of trouble with these primers not going off on the first shot, so yeah, I might have to change that. But yeah, oh well, see how we go if we hit the thing or not. We're off for a bush hunt. The plan is to just hunt our way down this ridge, and that should hopefully drop us down into that creek. So yeah, hopefully as we sneak down we can sort of look across at that face as we go. Just keep an eye out. If we see something across there, we'll be able to get a nice lie down shot. But yeah, that's the plan anyway. It looked like quite a nice little creek down there, so hopefully there's a deer down low, keeping out of the wind, getting into some of that fresh grass hopefully. But yeah, we'll keep you posted. before I do my talk. Bugger me, pup. Right, we sidled right across those faces. Maya was hunting really well. Heaps of old sign, and as I followed Maya sidling through, the sign definitely started getting fresher, but I just didn't want to sidle around there all day. But yeah, it's starting to rain now, and it's still blowing a gale up there, so yeah, I think we'll just sit at our glassing spot just behind the hut and keep an eye on those slips and all that, all those tussock clearings and stuff, and yeah, see if one just pops out there. Otherwise, new plan tomorrow, see what the weather brings. Alright, we're off. Sun's just starting to warm up the hills, so hopefully we can find something. Ooh, it's still pretty bloody cold though, that wind. Ooh. Yeah, so we're just gonna get back up to the top and just hunt our way along the top, glassing and looking into all the guts. But yeah, makes you work for it, but pretty cool view, pretty cool spot. Oh well, she's hard going on the deer front. I've got all this to look at. I've been glassing my little eyeballs out and haven't seen a single animal. So yeah, I don't know what the go is. I actually don't think that Sika like this like alpine stuff. I think they're more like bush and scrub and just like clearings in amongst that kind of thing. So yeah, hopefully back ridge is more like that, but see how we go. Anyway, that's venison tops over there, just in front of Ruapehu, and I'm thinking that that's probably like a 2.5 hour walk if you just went straight there. So by the time me and Maya like muck around hunting and whatnot, if it takes us like 3 hours, which would still be pretty quick, it's 6 hours there and back, which doesn't really leave us much time. So yeah, I think we definitely need to find some water, so we might go for a bush hunt down here behind me, because Maya's been winding down there all morning, and then yeah, just go from there, find a good spot for this evening. I can't look any harder, so if the buggers won't come out, we'll go find them where they hide. This little weapon. Yeah, if only it was that easy. That is a pretty incredible view. It's like a bloody Windows screensaver. Pretty lucky here in New Zealand. Got a view like that for free. Don't have to share it with anybody. No rubbish anywhere. That's pretty awesome. Well, I've changed my mind. Past experience has taught me that bush stalking the Kawekas is often a waste of time. Especially when it's real steep like it is there. So I think the plan is we're gonna make our way back to the hut where we know there's some water, cover a lot of country then if we sort of keep an eye on those faces from behind the hut, like all this afternoon while the sun's on them. If we don't see a deer there, then there probably isn't going to be one. And then this afternoon we can come back up here and glass all of this country and sit up here until dark. But yeah, I think that's a better use of time rather than just devoting 5 hours to crashing around in the scrub. Yeah. So anyway, we'll see you back at the hut hopefully. One thing I have noticed, this trip getting that stuff from Meat Masters, like the beer sticks, the jerky and the salami, if you have proper snacks you don't have to eat as much. Like I just had some like cheese and crackers and I'm eating jerky again now, but I just don't even feel like having lunch. Like I had a backcountry there and I was like, nah, just don't even really want it. Like, yeah, just something to note, I reckon. But yeah, anyway, me and Papa just chilling out at the hut. Yeah, waiting for dusk really. Yeah, it's bloody hot. Tucked down here out of the wind. Yeah, so we'll just, I don't know what I'm saying. But yeah, anyway, we'll catch you when there's a deer to shoot at. Good girl. Alright, we've made it to our sitting spot. It's pretty good. We've got this bushes just below us. One could come out there. All of that to look at. We've got that nice tussocky cut there, so fingers crossed. We'll see what we see. We've just made it back to the hut, just as it's getting dark enough for a headlight. Yeah, nothing came out from our sniper spot. Bit of a bugger, but never mind. Yeah, big travel day tomorrow, off to Backridge Hut. Yeah, I'm actually not feeling that flash at the moment. I think walking around in the sun all morning and not drinking enough water probably just overcooked it a bit, so nothing a good night's sleep won't fix, so we'll see you guys in the morning. Morning team, our wind's back. It's all right down here, but you can just hear it sort of ripping across the tops. Don't know what to do. Yeah, I don't know, we might poke our nose up there and see if it's doable or not, but yeah, you certainly wouldn't want to go all the way to Backridge if it's as windy as it was yesterday. Oh, not yesterday, the day we came over here, because the route to Backridge is all the way across the tops. It's quite hard to convey how windy it actually is with through the camera, because I've got like those fluffy mics and stuff now, which sort of cut a lot of it out. But yeah, that first day was bloody windy. You definitely wouldn't want to go across the tops for a couple of hours in that sort of wind. It would suck, and it would actually be quite dangerous probably. Hey pup, you didn't enjoy it too much, eh? Yucky. So anyway, we're just gonna have some breakfast and then see how we go. Yeah, make a plan. I can feel a bit of moisture around too, so hopefully it doesn't start raining. Anyway, go have some pancakes, I reckon. Alright, we've just got a forecast on the inReach, and it looks like it's meant to start raining about 2 o'clock, and then by 6 o'clock it's like pissing down. Yeah, and I believe it because it's pretty cloudy and windy, so we're just gonna poke our nose up over this hill and see how windy it is if you get up and exposed, and then decide from there, because yeah, even if we do go all the way to Backridge, it's going to be pissing down in the evening anyway, so we won't even get an evening hunt. I guess the only advantage of going today is we get the morning. But yeah, I don't know if it's worth getting a wet ass for. Yeah. That's the main range there. Where we're supposed to be going. I just don't think it's worth trying to cross that main range in that mist where you can't even see the track, because I've never been there, so you know, I don't even know where I'm going. So yeah, I think that's the go. Have a hut day today. The whole point of the exercise is to be enjoyable, so there's no point going across if you can't even see the view, you know. Yeah, hut day for us, and then action tomorrow. Oh, right in the eyeball. Oh, the backcountry pancakes are a work in progress. Have you got a 5? Go fish. You do have a 5. You cheater. You cheater. You cheat. You cheat. 5. You cheater. You cheater. Ah well, that's about it for today. Me and Maya are just watching Harry Potter and the Prisoner of Azkaban. Classic. I think we made the right decision. Me and Pup went up the hill today to see what it was like, and we didn't even make it to the top. Yeah, I'm glad we didn't try and go across. So yeah, we'll head to Backridge in the morning. We'll just go rain or shine tomorrow because I don't want to spend another day in the hut. So yeah, hopefully it's all good. So yeah, see you in the morning. Come on. Come on, you don't want to leave this hut. Good girl. Right, we're off. It's about 6:30, so we're not super early, but that's so good. At least the sun's starting to come out, so it should be good. Yeah, I think we definitely made the right decision. It's going to be quite a nice day walking across the top, I think, so makes it an enjoyable experience, and there's way more of a chance of seeing something as well. So yeah, even though it was a bit of a boring day yesterday, I think it was the right thing to do. No point just getting a wet ass for no reason. But yeah, anyway, yeah, see you up the top. Well, we've reached a bit of a crossroad. It's blowing its nuts off still. Up on that top, that wind is no joke. So what we've got to decide is, do we carry on right along there, up there, and then right along the top and then down into Backridge, or do we just go straight down here and then into Kaweka Flats? I'm leaning more towards Kaweka Flats, to be honest, because that is pretty windy, man. Anyway, we'll keep you posted with what we do, but I think plan A is Kaweka Flats. Well, we've gone down Dick's Spur to Kaweka Flats. It's way nicer down here. Still get the odd strong cold gust, but yeah, it's way nicer. I think we're gonna get over to that next one because I think over there will be even more sheltered. Yeah, give that a go. Delicious. Oh well, we just saw our first deer just running across that face. Not sure why he was running. Maybe our scent might have blown down there or something. But I'm gonna go put some extra layers on, and yeah, have real good glass. Oh well, we've had a really good look on this side and that side. Haven't seen anything apart from that little stag that I saw running across that face. But yeah, I think we're gonna go over into the next little catchment, because I think it'll be even less windy over there. Yeah, let's do that and find a deer and shoot it. That'd be good. Alright, we've just spotted 2 deer. They're pretty far away at the moment, but I'm hoping I can sneak down there and get within 400. So we're going to just go super light, left the pack behind. Yeah, go see if we can make something happen. We've just located one of the 2, but it's still 600 meters away, so we've got to get closer. Get in, Mo. Get in, get in, get in. We almost got there. We got all set up and everything, but that's just in all that broken scrub. Like, she'd come out, get in view just long enough for me to get the camera on her, and then when I got ready to shoot, she was gone. Yeah, that happened a couple times, just bugger. So yeah, she's just gone into the bush, and I think she's just bedded down in there because I haven't seen her. We've waited like an hour. I think we're going to back out before we cock it up, and then at least we can come back this afternoon if we want to, or just keep an eye on it from the top. But yeah, I'm pretty desperate for some water, so yeah, we might sneak out of here and leave it for later on. The buggers are certainly making us work for it. Oh well, never mind. Anyway, while we're walking back to the bag with our tail between our legs, I thought I'd tell you guys about the other major highlight of our overseas trip, which was running of the bulls. If you don't know what that is, it's like a old Spanish tradition. They have this 7-day festival basically. I think it's called San Fernan, I think it's called. So yeah, it's like the whole city of Pamplona pretty much just parties and for this big festival. And the main event is every day of the festival at 8 o'clock they do running of the bulls, which is they like block off the intersections of the streets, and they make like a track through the city to the like arena, and then everyone just piles in there into that one street, so it's like packed as. The whole way to the arena is just packed, like a mosh pit basically. And then they release, I think it's 6 fighting bulls and 3 pushing bulls, and they just run through the street with all the people. It's just absolute chaos. But yeah, just like crazy experience. I've done skydives and bungee jumps and shot roaring stags in the bush and stuff, but man, I've never had an adrenaline rush like that. It's like proper fight or flight pretty much. So sketchy, like yeah. And because like me and Charlotte were like halfway down the street, so when they, just before they release the bulls, they send up a firework so you know that it started. That is like the scariest thing ever, because the firework goes off, and then you're just like, oh my god, oh my god, and then you can just slowly start hearing like screaming coming, and then the screaming gets louder, and then you start hearing the hooves, and then it's just like ah, and then everyone starts running. Far out, man. It's just so sketchy, but so cool. Yeah, we ended up pretty close as well. Like, there were guys probably within arm's distance away from us that like got gored, so that's when a horn stabs you, which is not ideal. But yeah, that was a major highlight. Just such a buzz. I wouldn't do it again just for the sake of it. I'd maybe do it again with a bunch of mates, but it's not something you do multiple times because it's bloody dangerous. But yeah, anyway, that's my story. Pretty cool. Shame about the deer, but still this evening and tomorrow morning, so it would be a very cool way to end the trip to get a deer on the ground. We tried pretty hard, but yeah, bugger. Never mind, we'll go get some water and then make a plan. Good deal. Old Stony Creek rain jacket must be pretty waterproof. Had some good advertising. Sponsor, surely. We're on the last little bit down to the bivvy, and I can see somebody down there, so she's going to be a bit tight in there with two randoms, but never mind. Hopefully we'll make friends. Anyway, yeah, just make our way back down there, and then I probably won't do any filming around the hut if there's somebody there. So yeah, hopefully next time we see you we'll be looking for a deer again. I'm going to have to stop recording that much because I'm running low on batteries. Yeah, so anyway, catch you tonight where we're going to shoot a deer. Surely. Alright, Mara and I are heading out for our evening hunt. So we're just going to head up the main spur, sit in a spot where we can see heaps, and then I think tomorrow morning we'll do the same thing. We'll come up here early and we'll look, and then we'll make our way around to where those deer were today. Hopefully they're back out in the morning. I was going to go over there tonight, but I don't know. I think it's better to sit where I can see more country, and we might get lucky and get a closer shot. So, you know, 500 meters is I can do it, but you know, it's got to be pretty good conditions. Certainly don't want to be rushing, so yeah, that's the plan anyway. I'll let you know when we see one. Decisions. 2 deer just popped out on that ridge. It's 600 meters away, and I could close the distance to probably within 350, 400. But are they gonna just go out of sight again? I think I'm gonna do it. I only just started looking, and they were right there, so I think hunt the ones we can see, not the ones we might see later. Okay, I gotta go, bye. Please tell me that was a good shot. Good gill, Maya. How cool was that? Seeing those little stags fighting and stuff. Oh, what a hunt. Oh, what an epic way to end a pretty challenging trip. Like, we saw those hinds from our little sniper spot, and I was like gonna stalk in on them, and I was like sneaking along, and I think I said before we left, like, I had only just started looking, so I was like umming and ahhing about whether to go, because, you know, they could easily feed out of sight. They were feeding quite quickly. I was like, nah, screw it, I'm just gonna go. And then we were like sneaking along, and I just checked to see if I could see them, and I couldn't. And I was like, oh shit, they might have fed out of sight. And then I was like, oh, I'll just have a quick look over this edge, and I literally just quickly was scanning around, and I saw a deer. And I was like, oh, there's one. And yeah, there's 2 stags down there having a little play and stuff. That was super cool. I was surprised they're still in hard antler, to be honest. I thought they would have lost them by now, but yeah. Oh man, I'm pretty buzzed. But yeah, got the camera set up. I didn't piss around setting the GoPro up for the mean, you know, prone lying down shot. I just had it on my head, but epic footage of them fighting and stuff. Super cool. And then bloody it took ages for them to stop fighting and like give me a shot. And then I went to shoot and it misfired. I was like, oh. And that always cocks you up when that happens. So all I did was lift the bolt and put it back down. And then yeah, I hit it, but it definitely looked too far back, to be honest, on the camera. So yeah, pretty gutted about that. It sucks when you don't make a perfect shot, but the old 308 does quite a bit of damage, so I'm hoping that'll be enough. We're just gonna wait quite a long time. I'm umming and ahhing about whether to leave it and go tomorrow, because I've got Maya. Because yeah, if we spook it, it'll be a real pain in the ass to find, but it's time. It's only 6:30, so if I wait an hour, that's quite a lot of time, and then we'll sneak down there. And if I wait an hour, it'll be 7:30, it'll be getting pretty dark. But maybe I'll start going around there now, and I'll go down there and have a look, because I want to go down there when there's enough light that I can shoot it again if I have to. But yeah, just to get that footage is worth the whole trip. I'm surprised that we saw so many today. I guess as soon as that wind's gone, they just come out, you know. Oh, so stoked. That's so cool. I've never seen them fighting like that. That was so cool. Anyway, I've got pistol battery left, so I need to stop talking. And yeah, go find it, hopefully. We can choose the spots. It should be right down there. Good gill. Shh, Good girl. Shh. Shh. Good girl, Maya. Good girl, Maya. Good girl. Oh, so stoked. Good girl, Maya. Well, there it is. That is where a well-trained dog is absolutely essential. There is no way I would have found that deer. I honestly didn't see a single drop of blood that whole time. Like, not a tiniest bit. Like, when we first got to the top, Maya started indicating, so I made her sit, and then I went and had a look at the scene. Honestly, couldn't find any blood. And then I was like, okay, I'm just gonna let her go, and I'll just follow her. Sure enough, she's tracking. Honestly, I have no idea where we're going. I can see like marks, but there's marks everywhere. It could be anything. No blood at all, and she just finds it perfect. That is very cool, man. Like, I 100% know for a fact I would never have found that deer. I would not have even gone that way. I would have gone way lower. She just did perfect. If you're interested in training a dog like Maya, check out Big Game Indicating Dogs, the Deer Dog Training Blueprint. That's what I use to train Maya, and as you can see, works very well. And what an epic tool to be able to bring with you in the hills. Great company, and you know, the proof is in the pudding right there. No way I would have found that deer without her. Stoked. Well, there you go. Nice Sika Stag. Absolutely stoked, man. Just awesome way to cap it off. Saw a few deer today, so that was cool. Maya just did a brilliant job. There's no way I would have found that without her, so I'm absolutely stoked. Good result. The deer was stone dead, and we only left it an hour, so it didn't suffer, which is the main thing. Yeah, so anyway, stoked as. We'll whip the meat off this bugger and then we'll get out of here. It was actually pretty sketchy coming down, but I only had 17% on the GoPro battery, so I didn't record any of that. I was saving it for Maya's beautiful find. Yeah, so there we go. Holy. That's bloody steep, Maya. We're safely back on the main range. Whew. What a great day. A long and hard one, but a good one. I'm a firm believer in karma, good and bad. Especially with hunting though, I reckon if you just try and keep a good attitude and keep putting in the effort, sooner or later the good karma will come around and you'll get an opportunity. You know, I just think when you sort of at the bottom of the hill and you're like, oh no, I can't be bothered going up there. We've walked through there and centered it up, you make all these excuses and then you go, nah, screw it, I'm just gonna put in the effort and eventually I'll be rewarded with an opportunity. And that's what happened to us today, I reckon. Sure enough, what goes around comes around, and then it all just pans out. So what an awesome way to end the trip. I'm a bit buggered though. Once again, I've undercooked it on the camera gear, so I've only got about 8% on the GoPro, so I'll call it a night here. And yeah, see you guys in the morning. Get out, Maya. You little shit. Morning team. It was a frosty start this morning, but we're heading up the main ridge now. We've got Chris, our camp mate, coming up with us. He hasn't been up before, so we're going to show him how to get up there. But yeah, hopefully the deer come out in this nice warm sun. We shall see. Our out just spotted our first 2 deer of the morning. Way too far away. They're right over there on that face, which is over a K away, so we won't be getting them this morning. But anyway, good sign. So we're gonna cruise up further and get into a spot where if we see one we can hopefully shoot it. So that's the plan. Beautiful day though. There's actually 2. That one, there's one right behind it like a fawn or something.
Yeah.
Where do you reckon? Up to the left or up to the...
To the right. It's just before you can see the light on the rock.
Yeah. It's hard because there's heaps of like white rocks, eh?
Yeah.
Oh, so they went all the way to Middle Hill from Makahu?
Yeah.
That's a big walk, eh?
Yeah. They got
How well, she's slowed up on the deer front as the morning's gone on. We saw those 2 at the start of the morning, and then we saw another 2 on that same side but in a different spot, way too far away. But yeah, apart from that, haven't turned up anything. So yeah, we've been here for what, a couple of hours, eh?
Yeah, a couple of hours.
Yeah, a couple of hours, so we've given it a good nudge. We'll probably stay another hour, and then I've probably got to head back to the hut, sort my stuff out, and then meet Shard at the car park. So yeah, see how we go. I'll let you know if we see one. Just packing up, getting ready to go, and I found my old chain. I accidentally left that there about 3 years ago. It was my first trip into the Kawekas and my second ever deer that we got on that trip. So yeah, it's pretty funny that that's still there. I can tell it's mine because it's got this funny D-shackle thing on it. Yeah, it's pretty cool. Yeah, anyways, we're just packing up and then we'll be heading off, getting picked up. Sweet. Good gear. Well, me and Maya are packed up, ready to go. What an awesome week in the hills. Great trip for the first one back in the country. Stoked that we managed to get one on the deck on the last day. I was beginning to think we were going to make a tramping video, but no, we got there in the end. I'm stoked to be back doing what I love and keen as to make heaps more videos, so thanks heaps for watching and we'll catch you on the next one. Well, we've made it to the car park, so we're just waiting for Charlotte to come pick us up and deliver us some cold beers. But since we have made it, I thought I'd just do a quick update. We covered 49.47 kilometers with an ascent of 10 kilometers and a descent of 9,716 meters. So it's a pretty good effort. I think 40 kilometers is a marathon, so yeah, The doolies would probably do that in an afternoon with their Crocs on, but it's plenty far enough for me just at the moment. So anyway, awesome trip. Got to explore some new country. It's a shame we didn't make it to Back Ridge, but that's all good. After the hunt we had yesterday, I'm pretty happy with my decision, so Back Ridge will have to be on the next trip. But yeah, anyways, I've already done this outro nonsense, so thanks for watching. Blah blah blah. That's not what I meant to say. Okay, start again. As you might recall me mention, me, I can't get that bit right. Keep an eye on, keep an eye up there. Keep an eye up there and see how we go. I don't know what I'm saying. Car, and then, which is fair enough. It's cold as a frog's tit out there at the moment, so. Get out, out, cut it out. Mongrel out. This is a steep as hill, eh, pup? Steep as, bro. Morning, team. I don't know what I'm saying. Fuck. How you doing this, eh, pup? Oi! Moya! Sake. Dick. This is the part that I miss the most. Right there. Right there. Might even see you at the Sika show. We might even catch you at the Sika show. This. Let's go.